Hello, Matrix. Today we're exploring an idea that might sound like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. The notion that human consciousness might be creating reality itself. Sounds crazy, right? Well, strap in, because this is going to be an incredible topic to explore. Robert Lanza, a stem cell and regenerative medicine expert, most famous for a theory called biocentrism. Biocentrism is this radical idea that consciousness, that's your thoughts, experiences, and perceptions, is actually what drives the existence of the universe. Lanza argues that the world we perceive is not something separate from us, but it's a product of our minds. In a recent paper, Lanza teamed up with Dmitry Podolsky and Andrei Barvinsky, both big brains in quantum gravity and cosmology, to delve deeper into this idea. They suggest that as observers, we actually influence the structure of our reality. Now I know you're thinking, wait, we're creating reality? That sounds like a superhero power. Well, it might not be that far off. Lanza and his colleagues argue that the things we observe and measure, from the tiniest particles to massive celestial bodies, can actually be influenced by us, the observers. But how can we influence reality? Let's break it down. Imagine a group of us, you, me, everyone, in a universe that follows quantum gravitational rules. We're all sharing and exchanging information about what we perceive around us. Once we measure something, say the color of a flower, the probability of getting the same result becomes higher each time we measure it again. It's like the universe becomes surer of itself, thanks to our observations. As we keep on making these measurements and sharing our results, we all begin to agree on a shared model of reality. Let's call this the consensus reality. The more we keep checking, the more solid this consensus reality becomes for all of us. In a sense, we're freezing reality into a shared form, shaped by our collective agreement. We're creating our own version of the universe with every measurement, every observation. Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds so Matrix. And it is a lot to take in. But let's think about it for a moment. We know from quantum physics that particles can be in many places at once. That's called a superposition. But once we measure them, they snap into one place. This is known as wave function collapse. Lanza's theory suggests something similar is happening on a grand scale with our shared reality. What about the past, you ask? Well, get this. Lanza argues that our observations don't just shape the present, but also the series of events we call the past. Think back to Stephen Hawking's quote, "The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities." If our observations collapse the superpositions of possibilities into one definite state in the present, who's to say it doesn't work the same way for the past? Alright, that's a lot of mind-bending theories we've unpacked today. Remember, these are still interpretations of quantum mechanics and cosmology, and scientists continue to debate them. These theories push the boundaries of our current understanding and challenge our traditional views. It's exciting to see where they will take us next.
That's all for today, folks. This has been a fascinating ride into the world where human consciousness and the universe intertwine. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into science and artificial intelligence, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, we're curious about your thoughts. What do you think about Lanza's theory? Can our minds shape reality? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.